These cheesesteak empanadas are perfect for your next game day or holiday spread. Meet me in the kitchen. Let's make it happen. First things first, let's get the party started with prepping our veggies. Today we got some onions and bell pepper. I'm gonna go ahead and dice them up. That way they fit nicely in the empanada. When it comes to your onion, the best way to go ahead and do this is to keep the root intact like you see right here. And then we're gonna make slices in one direction, not cutting through the root. That way it holds everything together. And you want to take your blade and cut through once for a larger dice and twice for a smaller dice. And hold everything together. Make sure you protect your fingertips and just dice it on up. So this is about the size of the dice that you want on your onion. We're going to try to achieve the same thing with the bell pepper. If you've been watching my channel, you guys know I'm a big fan of shredding your own cheese. The cheese that you get from the store has anti-caking agents on it if it's pre-shredded. It doesn't melt as well. You're not gonna get as good of a cheese pull. So invest a little bit of time and some elbow grease in grating your own. Today we're using Colby Jack. Feel free to use whatever cheese you prefer on your cheesesteak. You can use this recipe for egg rolls or empanadas, wontons, whatever you feel like frying up. We're just gonna go ahead and grate us about 4 to 6 ounces of this cheese. All right, now that we have all that prepped, it's time to go ahead and make our spicy garlic aioli. For that, we have about a ½ cup of mayo in our mixing bowl. We're gonna add a ¼ cup of ketchup. For the spice, we're gonna use some sriracha, which I realize is hard to find at the grocery store right now, so you use the knockoff stuff, but if you like me, you got a couple in the stash. So we're gonna go in with about a tablespoon or 2 of that, depending on your spice preference. A few dashes of worst word in the world sauce. About a ½ teaspoon of that. Teaspoon of garlic paste. You could also use minced garlic if you like. I wouldn't really use fresh garlic for this particular recipe for a sauce. I like the garlic paste for this. A little AP seasoning. And then last but not least, about a tablespoon of honey, just to balance everything out with the sweet and spice. Break out the whisk and mix to combine. All right, next up, we're gonna go ahead and sear our veggies and our shaved ribeye. For this recipe, I like to buy pre-shaved ribeye because it's easier. You can find it at your deli section or over by the meat section, meat department, or you can get the frozen stuff if you want. If you're feeling real fancy, you can shred it yourself or shave it yourself. Today, we're going store-bought. So as the steak is searing, we're gonna go ahead and hit it with some seasoning. I'm using my all-purpose. You could also just use a little salt and pepper. If you want to, you could add some garlic, onion powder, things like that. A few dashes of worst word in the world sauce as well. And we're just gonna cook this until it's done, guys. It's only gonna take about 3 or 4 minutes, maybe 5, depending on your heat. I got mine on medium-high. It's thin, so it cooks fast. If you can get some color on there like that, then even better. All right, so now that the shaved ribeye is cooked, we'll go ahead and cook our veggies. Same deal, tablespoon of avocado oil. We're gonna add in our diced bell pepper and onion. If you wanna add mushrooms and other things to this, you can. For me, I'm a bell pepper and onion guy when it comes to my cheesesteak. So that's what we got. We're just gonna cook these until they're nice and tender. All right, so once your meat and veggies has cooled off enough, we're gonna go ahead and start to stuff our empanada dough. First things first, I wanna go ahead and get some cheese down there. Then we're gonna take a nice big tablespoon of our filling. I'm gonna fold this over and use our fork to seal it. So our oil temperature is up to 350 degrees, which in my opinion is the perfect temperature for frying these. We're gonna go ahead and get them in there. I'm gonna do 3 at a time, that way we don't overcrowd our fryer too badly. Do 2 batches, 1 with 3 each. Why not? They will fry up pretty quick, 3 to 5 minutes, depending on your oil setting and what size empanadas. These are 6-inch discs. I probably should have said that earlier. They'll fry up pretty quickly. And this is the part where I say, brace yourself for a trademark money shot. Say it with me, guys. Looking good. The only thing left to do is dig in here for a taste test. But before we do that, please take a quick second to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that bell to enable notifications as well. All right, guys, finally time for the moment of truth. It's my favorite part of the job, and I'm starving. Let's see what we got. You guys gotta try this one. These cheesesteak empanadas are perfect for your next game day or next holiday.
No, the second time, game day first.
Game day first.
Spread.
Or holiday, okay. First things first. I already said meet me in the kitchen, let's make it happen. Okay. Some good looking shaved ribeye right here.